ready? My husband Andrew and I grew up in Japan and spent years on the east coast of the USA. Part of the reason we moved to Canada was to experience new culture, landscapes, and food, which you'll see a lot of in this video. After living in Vancouver for over 18 months during COVID lockdowns, and then mostly being isolated with a newborn for the past few months, Andrew suggested we go ahead, rent a vehicle, and finally take a day trip. So, we stayed up until 4 a.m. getting ready to leave by no later than 10 a.m. to see a little bit more of this beautiful British Columbia. Yeah! We arrived in Whistler and somebody had a good nap on the entire ride. She was a champ. A little bit. So we haven't really been anywhere since moving to Vancouver, and we decided since it's Labor Day weekend that we'd finally do something. So we drove to Whistler, which is about just over 2 hours away. Yeah. We're just gonna take the day and explore the place. It kind of reminds us, just driving into it, of Helen, Georgia, which only a small portion of people even know what that is, but Helen, Georgia is what it reminds us of.
It's very touristy.
Yeah. It's kind of got some like European vibes. So we'll see how this goes. Whistler has something I've never seen before. They make their ski slope into a mountain biking trail in the summer. We walked around for a while before hunger started to set in, and we found a restaurant that had a nice view of the gondola before receiving our first meal out for the day, which was ramen. Ramen! The bun is in like the worst location. Afternoon tea. We started hunting down our first recommendation of the day, which was peaked pies.
Savory.
In a good way?
Yeah.
Right next door to Peaked Pies was a diner-style restaurant that we had been eyeing, and we were pretty torn on a couple of their dessert options, but we happily settled on this delicious milkshake, which was 3 scoops of chocolate ice cream with 2 ounces of Irish Baileys. And let me just say, I'm not a fan of alcohol, but this was good. For those of you that didn't know, like me, Whistler hosted the Olympics, so we got to see some of the signs of that while we continued to walk around this area and just enjoy the last moments of summer, the cool breeze, the sunshine, and the blue sky, and just had some fun along the way. We wanted to make sure that we didn't get home too late, and Sumire was starting to get pretty tired, but we had hoped to drop by the spaghetti factory that we had seen that morning, which had been closed at the time, but we figured it'd be too late if we started eating then, so we passed it up and headed back to the car to head home. We just had a slice of pizza. It's like, almost 6, so we've been here for around 6 hours, and we're gonna go and see like a little lake. I don't know, someone recommended it who's been here. We're brand new to this region, so we didn't know what we were doing. So we'll head over there, and Sumire has been great. She napped for a little bit at the very beginning, but aside from that, she was awake for probably about 4 hours, and then she just recently fell asleep, and now she's kind of stirring a little bit now, but I guess we'll see you again at the lake. Definitely not any kind of walk that they had referenced. The person said it was like a 10-minute walk from the road or whatever, and this is like one of those like road lookout spots. And now we're having a little bit of a feed break, and we'll get some ice cream on the road, and we'll be home hopefully before 10.
Successful road trip?
Yeah, day trip, almost exactly 12 hours, so pretty much a win. The highway between Vancouver and Whistler is called the Sea to Sky Highway, and I think you can see why. It is absolutely stunning, and honestly, I think the drive to and from Whistler was probably as big of a highlight as it was just walking around when we actually got to our destination. Andrew loves to drive, and can you blame him? Beautiful. Good morning, Georgiana.
Yeah, there's a smile.
Cute. Hi. Cute.
Hi, kawaii
ね。
素敵な笑顔。
かわいい。はい。
はい。
That is really good. That's really good. How much more are you filming of this? What?
It's pretty tasty.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Blackberry in a cup and a regular raspberry in a
It's faded. You've had it for a bit.
I hung on to it for way longer than I thought I would.
It actually took away a lot of the tartness. That's good. It was very creamy, very thick. Hey, your turn. See what I mean?
Yeah, lots of seeds. It's a lot firmer. It's like richer in flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
So we just ate the ice cream and it was
Delicious.
really good. So that was a recommendation, and she has good taste. So now we have about an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes to get home. So this will probably be the end of the vlog. We're gonna get home, give Smita a bath, and go to bed. Thanks for watching and hanging out for us today. And it'll be a fun ride home. Bye, guys. Adorable baby footage in 3, 2, 1. I see you. It's been a long day. Are you ready for a bath party? Look at this. I need to wiggle some.